Honorable colleagues, it's my pleasure to invite Honorable Prince Henry Odianosen Okojie to move a motion he deems as urgent for your kind consideration.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. My name is Honorable Prince Henry Odianosen Okojie. I represent the good people of Eastern Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Edo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning on Order 8, Rule 5 of the House Rule, seeking that the House do suspend all its relevant rule to enable me move a motion of matter of urgent public importance. The need to intervene in the escalating rate of insecurity in Eastern Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I so move.
My dear brother.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I'm Right Honorable Comrade Chinedu Oga-Owen. I represent Ikwo and Ezasa Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Ebonyi State. I rise this morning to second the motion that the motion moved by my brother from the West is urgent to be heard. I hereby second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is have it. Second leg of the motion. Honorable Cyril Lat.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Hart Cyril Godwin. I represent the fabulous people of Dege. Mr. Speaker, I'm from River State. I beg to second the motion.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. Honorable, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name remains Honorable Prince Henry Odianosen Okojie. I represent the good people of Eastern Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. I'm from Edo State. I rise here this morning to move the urgent need for intervention in the escalating rate of insecurity in Eastern Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that Section 14, subsection 2B of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, states that the welfare and security of all citizens shall be the primary purpose of governance. However, the level of insecurity in Eastern Northeast and Eastern Southeast Federal Constituency of Edo State has reached a critical juncture, with persistent and increasing incidents of killings, kidnappings, and other forms of violence. The House also notes that crimes such as kidnapping, armed robbery, murder, rape, and court-related killings are now reported almost daily, necessitating serious and tactical operation to stem the situation, which is nearing a state of despair. The police seems to be helpless or overwhelmed by this problem. The House is saddened by the increasing rate of insecurity. The situation has become unbearable. This has caused constituents to live in fear, especially psychological trauma, and suffer a significant decline in overall sense of security. Numerous people have been killed, and their mutilated body have been recovered, showing signs of organ harvesting. Mr. Speaker, deeply saddened that by the recent increase in the number of victims, including Mr. Sylvester and his mother, Mr. Kingsley Okobo, Mr. Odion Onomwemi, Mr. Ahiri, Mrs. Margaret Akbar, Mr. Monday Ika, Mr. Ebo, Mr. Ahiavi, the chairman of the Tippers Association Drivers Association, Madam Sokoto, Miss Peace.
Hey, you're disconnected now.
Mr. Samuel Inedegbo, Miss Faith, an undergraduate student who is still in the hospital. 16-year-old Becky, who remains traumatized after being raped and mishandled, and 3 youth corps members, among numerous others. It is pertinent to also mention that some of these victims were killed despite ransom having been paid. Mr. Speaker, the House is concerned that these criminals operate predominantly along the rail route from Uzea to Ugboha, Amedokia in Uromi, Udo, Okojie, and Ubiaja to Ewohimi in the Eastern Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency of Edo State, and have escalated their activities to include kidnapping people in their homes. Mr. Speaker, the House deeply recognizes the commendable effort of His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, the Executive Governor of Edo State, for his innovative actions, including the establishment of Joint Security Task Force named Operation Rescue to address the escalating insecurity across the states. This initiative by the governor includes the purchase and empowerment of security vehicles and other gadgets across the state, as well as the restructuring of the Edo State Security Corps to strengthen community-based security measures, which have started yielding positive results. The House is concerned that the paramount need for the House of Representatives to uphold its commitment.
Order, please. Honorable Cyril, Chairman, House Services. Cairo, please, can you find your seats? Honorable Victor.
Conscious of the paramount need of the House of Representatives to uphold its commitment to safeguarding the lives and well-being of our constituents in alignment with the primary purpose of governance as enshrined in our Constitution, the House do so resolve that 1, call for a minute silence in honor of those who have lost their lives due to this menace. 2, urge the federal government to direct the State Department of State Security, DSS, and the Nigerian Army, the Nigeria Police Force, and other relevant security agencies to conduct an intensive investigation to curb these nefarious activities and to foster synergy among the security agencies and relevant stakeholders to effectively address the trend of insecurity in the Eastern Northeast and Southeast Federal Constituency of Edo State. 3, also urge the federal government, through the Defense Headquarters, to establish a military base in Uromi, Eastern Northeast Local Government Council, to enhance security presence and response capability in the region. And 4, lastly, mandate the committees on defense, army, national security and intelligence, police, and legislative compliance to ensure compliance and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, I so move.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Your Excellency. Honorable colleagues, Nnamdi Ezechi is my name, and I represent Ndokwa Okwani Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Delta State. Mr. Speaker, before seconding this motion, I want to draw the attention of this House that virtually every week in this Alo chamber...
Please second. We recognize you to second, not to contribute.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, has already introduced my name. I stand here to second the motion, ably moved by my dear brother, Prince Okojie. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Defense, Army, National Security and Intelligence, and Police for further legislative action. Shall we please rise for a minute silence? May the soul of the departed rest in peace.